Well, check this out, you guys. This is Gemstone Living Wild again. Check out this beautiful place we're in. Absolutely gorgeous. Way high up in the mountains. We're in a little freshwater creek. And this is another little trick for you guys about catching aquatics. Look how beautiful this is. So anyway, you guys, we're out here and what we're doing is we're flipping rocks over and we're looking for candice larvae. And a lot of people know them as rock rollers. But basically, you just find a little stream about like this and you're going to start flipping rocks over, and these candice are amazing. What they do after they come out of their eggs, they go into a pupa form, and this is what they look like when they're in pupa form. And then what they do is they roll around and they secrete a really sticky substance, and they gather up all these little pebbles and little pieces of sand, and then they roll up in them and they make a protective tube until the water temperature is exactly what they want to where they can hatch. And then they hatch and they turn into a merger, and then they come up to the top and they sprout their wings, and then they fly away and live their short lives, and it's kind of amazing. But anyway, this is how you do it, guys. You just get a rock like this. We're just gonna flip this rock over, and I've already flipped a couple over, and then we're just gonna really look at this rock really close. And there's another aquatic here called a salmon fly or a stone fly. So we flipped over another rock, and if you can see, guys, that is a salmon fly or a stone fly, and they're probably one of the most famous flies in the world, and they're a wonderful bait. They grow up and they hatch and they turn into about a 2.5 to 3 inch bug, and they're really super amazing. And I hope you guys can see that. That's a stone fly. We'll put him over here in our water so we can show him to you. And that's a stone fly or salmon fly. They're really a prolific fly. They live pretty much here in the western United States, about everywhere. So anyway, we just flipped over this rock, and as you can see, it's kind of like a cocoon. Can you see those little things? And they're actually attached to the rock. I mean, you can touch them and they're attached. And it keeps them away from predators and keeps them to where the water temperature is exactly how they want it before they hatch. So if you take one of these, and we'll pull it off there. So you've got your little cocoon, and there's a larva in there. So what you're going to do for fish bait is break that cocoon open, and then there's your little bug in there. And sometimes you have to kind of smash them out of there, but as you can see, your bugs come popping out. Let's try another one. And they just crack open. And there's a dead one in there. But anyway, it's really pretty neat how these aquatics all hatch. And if you're a fisherman, these salmon flies or stone flies are an absolutely wonderful bug. And same with these rock rollers or caddis larvae. And I really love the caddis larva for fishing. It's just a really wonderful, wonderful bait. And that one's dead too. Let's see if we can try one more for you guys. Kind of hard doing this with one hand. No, that one's goner too. Try one more off of the rock here. Oh, there's a larva in there. And you just squeeze them out and you can put them right on your hooks. And they're super, super neat bait. Anyway, that's a stone fly, guys. Super neat fly, and I'll have to show you guys how to tie the fly pattern. Basically, these flies, they're hatched as eggs, and then they go to what they call a pupa, that little bug I showed you earlier. And then they go to a merger when they're coming up to the surface. And then from the surface, they go to an adult. And then after they spend their short lifetime, which could only be a few days, then they die, and then they're called what they call a spent. And that means they're spent and they've passed over the rainbow bridge, and hopefully they've procreated and females have laid some eggs, and to further on this really neat bug. So there you have your stonefly guys, and then there you have your candice larva in its little cocoon. And really neat how they roll around and make little protective shells so that the predators don't get them. But anyway guys, here in a really, really wild place, high up in the mountains, still a lot of snow, beautiful little brook, kind of a little stream. Anyway, just a little trick for you guys if you want to really improve your fishing and also come out in the outdoors and have a wild experience. Well, anyway, this is Jim Stone Living Wild. Big smiles to all of you guys. From all of us guys, this social distancing isn't too bad. Take advantage of it. Get out here in the wild where you don't have to worry about any of that stuff going on in the world. Catch some fish and bait and have a nice day, you guys.